Hi, everybody. Olivia and Kyle here. And Kyle and I wanted to bring you a blog this week on enjoying what you have. So I'm going to turn it right over to Kyle, and he can kind of take us through his thoughts on that and what that means.
Well, Olivia, I was kind of noticing the impact that, this change in our society and culture and how we behave. And um, having more has been a mainstay of our culture. Even the fact that our GDP has to grow every year, that we've been in this culture of more for a long time. And just this even, the manifest destiny of the United States was to get to the West Coast and to encompass more land. And almost everybody in business and their personal life spends a lot of time thinking about more. And we can tell that globally, more is unsustainable. More of anything is unsustainable. And with less travel and less production, we know our skies are clearing up. We know that there's less of all this economic activity and this running around searching for more. And when you could even say addicted to more, that when more creates the sensations that we're yearning for in our body and in our mind and our image and our identity and our egos, that feeling of more can get really addictive, and just be, oh, where am I going to get more? How do I get more? How do I fill myself if I don't have more? And it requires a new kind of awareness or sensibility. And there's this quality that instead of more, if I just come to a stop, I can just appreciate what I have. I can appreciate what's around me. And there's a slowing down in not needing more, as I don't have to do as much. In not needing or wanting more, I can be more present to the people that are around me, to the relationships, to, I would say, a more natural pace of life, a more natural pace moving through my day. And then, as I slow down, what I start to notice is I start to notice the quality of things around me. And the slower I go, the more I notice the details. Like in my garden, I walk around and I see what's blooming today because I'm not in the hurry to get to the next thing. And each day I notice the changing of nature around me. And I also notice that as I slow down and take space, that in that space things come into my awareness. What I really want to do next comes into it, rather than being in this kind of driven, point A to point B, finish my checklist kind of way of being in life. And so many of the people in the world are accustomed to this, just getting through my list or getting done with my tasks, or and most people kind of have infinite lists and infinite tasks. And there's a way of slowing down and finding the rhythm of life and the balance of life and what my body desires to do at a certain time of day, what kind of activity do I want, how do I want to express myself that's available in this time. So that's my recommendation, as people are in quarantine or as people are isolating, is to slow things way down and start to feel into what your life wants rather than what you think you need to do. Start to feel into what your body wants. Start to feel into what your source wants, and to start creating your life from that spot.
That's beautiful. Thank you for that reminder. It can be so easy to just get stuck in the doing. I find it for myself even now when life has slowed way down. I'm still finding things to do to keep me busy, cleaning out closets and things like that. And so that's all great while we're home. But how do we, once this is all over and we get back to our regular life, how do we then keep that slow pace and keep the drive at bay when we go back to whatever our normal life was?
Yeah, I'm not certain we are going back to what normal life was. I mean, that's kind of my hope, but also my suspicion is that this is going to fundamentally change how we operate. I'm just noticing that so many people on the calls, especially as they're doing their work, are really appreciating a different pace of life, and recognizing that we don't need more. As we don't need as much, we don't have to do as much. We can spend time on what we're more connected with, and I don't think work's going to be the same after this, and I don't think we're going to operate in the same way, and it remains to be seen what it is. But and then politically and economically, things are not going to go back to the way they were. Uh, and so it's really going to be interesting to see the evolution of our culture through this lens. And, I hope that's true, because the way we've been doing it personally and also culturally is not sustainable. And this is the first reminder. Hopefully, we'll listen to this reminder so we don't need a bigger one.
Yeah, that's such a great point. I think so many of us didn't realize that it was even an option to slow down our lives. We've been living in this story for so long that faster was better, and we had to pack more things into a day. And now we're just really realizing how many jobs really can be done remotely, So I
Ooh.
think I think we just didn't even know it was an option. So I love that you have the vision that you're holding for all of us, that we don't have to go back to the way things were.
Yeah, well, maybe more to come on that in future blogs.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Kyle.
Good to
Thank
see
you,
you.
everybody.
Yeah, take care.
All right. Bye.